In 2024, something extraordinary is happening. Over 2 billion people around the world are living without access to clean water. What if we told you that the water you take for granted could be gone tomorrow? The crisis is deeper, darker, and closer than you think. But how did we get here? And what happens if we don't act now? Stay with us as we uncover the global water crisis and the deadly truth behind the shortage that could change everything. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding that there's no clean water to drink, cook, or bathe in. For millions of people in regions like sub-Saharan Africa, parts of South Asia, and even major cities in developed countries like Cape Town, this is their harsh reality. But here's the catch. The water crisis isn't just an issue for the poor or developing nations. Cities like Sao Paulo, Mexico City, and even parts of California in the United States are running out of fresh water. So how did we get to this point? The answer lies in a mix of overuse, mismanagement, and climate change. It's a ticking time bomb that's about to explode. Water is disappearing from under our feet. But it's not just droughts that are to blame. In fact, we're draining aquifers faster than they can refill. The truth is, our planet's water isn't disappearing. It's becoming increasingly contaminated and unsustainable. Climate change is exacerbating the crisis, causing extreme weather patterns, unpredictable droughts, and violent storms. These storms, while bringing rain to some, flood areas where clean water sources are already scarce. But what does this mean for you? Is there hope, or are we too far gone? Picture this. In countries like India, Pakistan, and Ethiopia, children are walking for hours every day just to collect water that may not even be safe to drink. Over 800,000 people die every year from diseases linked to contaminated water. Cholera, dysentery, and other waterborne diseases are spreading faster than you can imagine. And it's not just about survival. The lack of water has a devastating impact on education. Girls often miss school because they're the ones tasked with fetching water. In places where clean water is scarce, entire communities are trapped in a cycle of poverty. But why haven't we done more to fix it? Despite the growing crisis, we still don't talk about it enough. Water scarcity is a silent killer hiding in plain sight. Governments, corporations, and international organizations have failed to tackle the problem head-on. Why? Because water scarcity doesn't have a simple, flashy solution. But some are fighting back. Scientists, innovators, and local communities are working tirelessly on solutions, from innovative water desalination technology to rainwater harvesting. In parts of Africa, women are leading grassroots efforts to create sustainable water systems. In India, new technologies are purifying contaminated water at a fraction of the cost. But these efforts are not enough. The question remains, can we turn the tide before it's too late? Imagine a world where fresh water is no longer a given, a world where cities grind to a halt, economies collapse, and millions of people are forced to migrate in search of the most basic necessity. That future isn't far off. If we don't change course now, experts warn that global water shortages could cause widespread conflict, force migrations, and put economies at risk. But there's still time. Time to act, time to save our future, and time to save lives. It's not all doom and gloom. Solutions are emerging, and hope is on the horizon. Countries like Israel have mastered water conservation and desalination. Other nations are scaling up their efforts to provide clean water through solar-powered desalination plants and more efficient water management techniques. But here's the twist. Change won't happen without you. The solution starts with every individual. Small steps, like reducing water waste at home, supporting sustainable businesses, and raising awareness, can have a big impact. So, what can you do? Right now, you can make a difference. Start by conserving water at home. Use water-saving devices and spread the word. Support organizations working to provide clean water in developing countries. And pressure your government and local businesses to take sustainability seriously. Every drop counts. The water crisis is a global challenge, but it's not an impossible one. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the power to create a world where clean water is accessible to everyone. The question is, will we act before it's too late? The clock is ticking, but together we can make a difference.